Brother Donnie, Country Homestead Preacher. Just wanted to come and give you a garden tour of how far we've come so far. Jennifer's behind the camera there. And for us, we garden so that we can have food. We've got a goal, hopefully by next year, we'll be at 85% of our own food production. For us, it's not just making YouTube videos, it's not a fad, it's not even trying to make a living through YouTube. What we're trying to do is grow our own food so we'll know exactly where our food comes from. And it's a lot of hard work, and what we're learning very quickly is that we're going to need way more food than what we planted. And we're even looking, we've got almost 5 acres here. Our front pasture where our sheep and goats are, we're looking eventually at probably having to use some of that land, because as you can see, we tripled the size of our garden, and it's not going to be near enough for what we need for our family. We've got 3 little ones still at home. We've got 2 older children who've already gone on their own, but just for our family of 5, it's going to take at least 3 to 4 times more than what we've grown right here. So I want to give you a tour this afternoon. This is what we've done so far, and we've worked awful hard on it. And for those of you that garden and also work, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's tough, because for our family we have church functions, and I still work full-time, and then I pastor as well, and it's just all consuming. It seems like every day from daylight to dark, either Jennifer or myself, we're working in the garden or getting the place ready. And that's part of it. That's what we're willing to do in order to grow our own food. And there's been a lot of people that we've watched videos that we've learned a whole lot. The success of what we've done so far is because, number 1, of the grace of the Lord, number 2, the work of my wife, and number 3, many good videos like Mr. Danny's videos at Deep South, Kevin and Sarah. They've all helped us to learn these skills. So as I take you around here, this is our tomatoes. We've got 12 varieties of tomatoes planted, and they're looking real good. You can see we've run our soaker hoses in. I don't believe that's going to be a permanent solution, you know, forever. I think we're going to end up doing the drip tape eventually. We just didn't do it this year. So we got 12 different varieties of tomatoes. Last year our tomatoes virtually didn't do anything at all. And I can't remember how many plants we planted total. It's somewhere around, was it 80? 75 to 80? Mm-hmm. 75 to 80 plants. Now, on this row, we've got some cucumbers, and we've got them all down through here. I tell you, the ground cover works perfect. It eliminates, for the most part, the need for weeding, so I can't stress about it and stress enough how good it is. We got an apple tree planted here. This is where we got our melons, watermelons, cantaloupes are going in here. We've got another apple tree over there. This is Jennifer's onion patch, and the onions is doing very well, very well. They're shooting right up, and we're really proud. We're hoping, we didn't really get any last year. We're hoping to get some this year. This is comfrey, and I'm trying to keep up with all the different stuff. She's got so much stuff planted here, sometimes it's hard to keep up. And then down here we've got another apple tree, and hopefully, and one thing we had to do is fence in the entire area to keep the deer out from the apple trees. And this, of course, is our white potatoes. They're doing real well. And then we got some more potatoes that we put in here that we haven't put the straw on yet, but we're going to get to it somehow. We planted some peppers here, and also some strawberry spinach. On this side, we're watering right now, but we've got our sweet corn planted. We had to go back because some of it didn't come up. You can see it's come up just a little bit. Jennifer went back today and put seeds back in the holes that didn't come up. Peppers. And then over here, I think it's an elderberry.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if this clipping, I think this one come from VW Farms.
Mm-hmm. VW.
And it looks like it's coming up real nicely. And then eventually in this area we're going to build raised beds, and out of wood and tin probably, and we're going to take them down all the way down just to try to utilize the space that we have. Now you'll notice here last year we planted this grapevine, and this is a core grape, that's it. So we planted the original last year, and you can see it's doing very nicely. And I really don't know much about grapes, but based on my research, they tell me that these are grapes popping in here. Can you see this over here, Jennifer?
It's not focusing.
And we're really excited about our grapes coming in. And we're using the old fence as a trellis since it was already in. The thornless blackberry bush here, it's already started to produce just a little bit. We got some sporadic tomatoes out just where we...
Because
what?
Sprouted too many.
Sprouted too many. Now this is Olivia, our youngest daughter's snow pea. She just planted it by accident. It came up, so we built a small trellis around it. And look at it, it's doing great. I mean, just doing great. Now along the edge of the fence there, you'll see beans. And then, of course, we've got more peas here along this whole way, and you can tell that these, I'm 5'9", so this one here is getting pretty tall, and it's got some great looking stuff on it already. We're already getting stuff off, and that's how we figured out that we're going to need to triple production, because it's just not going to be enough for us. But we are having a blast doing it. So we've got stuff filled in. Some of our winter stuff is still growing. We got a little lettuce. On that row over there, we got some Swiss chard. It's looking real good. I personally don't like it much, but a lot of people do. We've got some more lettuce right there next to the Swiss chard. And then come down here, we've still got kale going. I don't know how long it's going to last, but we got some kale going. And then we got carrots in our box over there. And then we have squashes over here. These are beans, right? Mm-hmm. We've got beans going already here. Now, we will be planting our rattlesnake beans are down there, right? Mm-hmm. On the corner. And we're going to try to use as absolute much of this space as possible. Well, here you can see we've got 2 trellises put up already. We've got one more to go. We learned how to do this on Roots and Refuge. And over here, we've got gherkins planted, and it's going to climb. And then we have just pole beans on along, and hopefully pretty soon they'll be climbed all over. And right over here we have our blueberries, and we've got kind of a makeshift net. We're trying to figure out what's going to be best to put on. But you can see we've got some good fruit coming on the blueberries. They really didn't put out much last year, but we are hoping and praying that this year we're going to get some. And the Lord, looks like we've got some great berries on there if they'll just turn, and we'll be able to harvest them. And then I showed you before, but on the other side of our well house, we've got a peach tree, we've got a fig tree, we've got 2 fig trees. We got two fig trees, peach tree, 3 green plum trees. No, 2 green plum trees and 1 regular plum tree. That's right. And this head can only hold so much, so I try to hold as much as I can. But, you know, I tell you, let's go down here and take a look. It's almost harvest time. for the rabbits. Guys, let's go down here and take a look at our rabbits. We've had one litter before, and then the other night we had 12 born. 2 of them didn't make it. We still got 10, and then we have 5 down here, which is from our first litter. And some people, I realize, don't have very much success with rabbits, but so far it's been pretty successful. You can see these little guys are getting bigger and they're just about ready, and we're going to process these. I like aspects of the rabbits. To me, it's easier to clean. It's a lot cleaner. There's not as much mess, and we're really looking forward to be able to put some meat in our freezer from these rabbits. And really, the investment of the feed, I can get a 50-pound bag of feed at the big box store for somewhere, I think it's around $15, and that lasts a pretty good bit. And then of course we give stuff out of our garden that we cut and different things for them. But we're really looking forward to that, and I'll put a video out of us bagging the rabbits. I'm not good enough yet to shoot a video of me actually processing them, but we can shoot a video of us bagging them after we process them. So appreciate you taking time with us this afternoon to look around our farm. That's kind of where we're at so far. The Lord's been good to us. We've only been at it about 1.5 years, and He's been very good to us so far, and we're looking for the future. We're like I said, we're going to probably triple again eventually to get more space. But until I talk to you next time, if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. It's Brother Donnie, Country Homestead Preacher, and wife Jennifer. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.